Good morning, welcome to another weekly vlog. It is Monday morning, it is about 10 to 9 I think, as you can see, or, well you probably can't see actually because it's just a white wall behind me. I'm at my mum's house. I came down yesterday, I think I mentioned it last week, because I bought mum tickets to see Ben Fogle at the theatre for Christmas, and it happened last night. So we went out to that, we went to Prezzo for something to eat in Bournemouth, then we went to see Ben Fogle. It was really good actually, I enjoyed it more than I thought I was going to, although I don't dislike Ben Fogle at all, I like him, I think he's a lovely chap. I watched the Castaway 2000 thing in, was it 1999? I'm assuming it was filmed in 1999 and was on television in 2000 actually, when the original reality show, as they called it at the time, well not at the time, now. But yeah, it was really good, really nice evening. And today is Monday. Today Mum and I are going shopping this morning. Mum wants to go over to Home Bargains, I think, and I've spotted on the way to Bournemouth last night a charity shop that I didn't know about before, a biggish one. So we're going to go and have a look in there. And then I've got to get over to Nick's for 12:30 for we're going for a meeting with the solicitor to pick up Dad's original of Dad's will, which we've got to do in person, as we are both the executors, apparently. Pick that up, and then I'm off home after that. Should we do a quick outfit of the day, because I got dressed and felt a bit snazzy this morning. I put on my new Shein dress that I showed you in. I've got another Shein haul coming up, so it will be the one I did in February, I think. Really like it, I feel really nice in it, and I like the length as well. It's below the knee, and yeah, it just feels a nice comfortable length, not too short. Then I've got my Matalan Cardi that I got last autumn, that I've worn a lot over the course of this winter, that has pockets and is nice and cosy. And I've got my trusty New Look boots that I bought a second pair of for next winter. I haven't worn them yet. They went when they did recently. New Look did all boots and shoes for £20 or something, or £20 or less, and I picked up the boots again because they've been so comfortable and so good this winter. I think I might have told you this already, for £20 anyway. There's a new pair ready for next winter in my cupboard. I just wanted to show you all Mum's cards. She got sympathy cards when Dad died. She got so many lovely cards. Lots down there, and some more over here. Honestly, people are so lovely. And then another whole lot over there. And then on the top of the mantelpiece, oh god, this makes me cry. She got lots of, that was the card they had outside Dad's room at the home with his name on. And they had like a little box outside the room, and you could put different family photos and stuff. That was the name card. And little cards that the kids had given him over the years for his birthday and things. And that was my dad's wallet, bless him. On to happier things. My mum's recently got one of these pod coffee machines. I've never had one, and the coffee that comes out of here is lovely. I've just had a cappuccino, and Ashley had an Americano last week out of it, and it's really, really nice. You know when you go to a proper coffee shop and you get really good quality coffee, not Costa or something like that, where it always tastes milky and a bit naff to me, but that tastes really nice coffee. I was very impressed with it. I didn't think it would be like that at all, but yeah, vaguely considering getting one. Although Ashley's got a bean to cup machine, which he uses. I don't like the coffee he gets out of that. I find it very, very strong, although obviously you could make it weaker, but I just don't, there's something about that sort of coffee I don't like, but I do very much like the pod ones. And I normally drink instant at home. I also wanted to just say that the video I made about my dad, where I was going to donate all the ad revenue to Dementia UK, made over £70 in ad revenue, which I donated over the weekend. So thank you all of you who watched the adverts through, or all of you who watched the video. So yes, thanks very much for that. That was really nice to be able to make that donation. I've just shown everybody all your lovely cards. And, yes, and all the things on the mantelpiece. Yes. I suspect everybody would like to know how you are.
I'm fine, thank you very much, and thank you for the lovely comments you put on Caroline's vlog. It's very much appreciated. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm absolutely fine, and pleased for my husband that he doesn't have to be on this earth anymore, and the state he was in. All good.
Yes, all good really. And with that, we're off out to the shops, aren't we? To go do a nice bit of shopping. The weather, can you see that? is vile again. We had one nice sunny day yesterday, and it's gone back to this absolute filth pouring rain. The roads are actually flooded in a lot of places. I'm about halfway home. I've just stopped. I was going to miss out lunch today and I was so hungry that I've just stopped and didn't think this through. A warm ham and cheese and rocket croissant, which is now spraying bits of flaky pastry all over my car. And I got this drink, which is rhubarb and ginger. I've not seen this brand before. It's Nuisance Sparkling Botanicals, apparently. Let's try it, see what it's like. Oh, that's nice. Not too sweet. Really refreshing. Real ginger zing. Delicious. Delicious. Just going to eat this and get on with the journey home. It's very busy and not nice weather for driving in. Not enjoying. I'm home. It's 6:20 and I'm about to have a shower and put some loungewear on and do absolutely nothing. Had not a bad journey home. Traffic wise it was fine, but the weather was just horrific. The amount of water on the roads, there were massive puddles and visibility was appalling, and it stopped raining now, but yeah, not good at all, not good at all. And it's hard driving it home. You know, you have to concentrate super hard in that weather. You have to concentrate hard when you're driving it all the time. But anyway, good news, I caught up on some of my favourite podcasts, and yeah, it's nice to be home. And I've now got 3 days, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. The only thing I've got in my diary for the next 3 days is a work call, a Zoom call, for a YouTube collab on Wednesday lunchtime. So I have got some YouTube videos I need to edit, and I have got some other bits and pieces that need doing, but work wise, just having a, as I said last week, a quieter week this week, so looking forward to that. I've had this bottle of nail varnish out to paint my in order for me to paint my toenails for about a week and a half now, and it's the work of minutes with this stuff. It's one coat, super quick drying stuff, and I haven't done it, and I've no idea why. So I'm going to take off my makeup, go and have a shower, put on my pyjamas. Tomorrow I'm going to have clean sheets. Very excited about that, very excited. And yeah, veg out for the evening. I cannot wait. Should have been clean sheets today, but frankly I'm just too knackered to do it this evening. So yeah, that's on tomorrow's agenda. Good morning, it's Tuesday, and as you can probably see from this hideous camera angle and the light, the sun is shining, but we are not complaining about that. It is lovely. Honestly, it makes such a difference to my mood when A, I've had a good night's sleep, which I did last night, and B, it's not grey and rainy and miserable, so we'll take that. I don't think it's due to stay like it for long, but you know, make the most of it while it's happening. I am planning a cosy homey day today, not doing an awful lot. That having been said, the builders have just removed the thing out of my bathroom door, so we've got freezing cold and lots of dust going into my bedroom, but such is life. Omelettes and eggs and all that sort of thing. I'm just on my way out to pick up a prescription and to Tesco's to buy a few bits for dinner, and then I am planning to spend the whole rest of the day at home. I've got a little bit of work to do, some video editing from last week, a little bit of planning, a little bit of sort of tidying and organising, and some new bits and pieces to show you as well a bit later on. And I might start, there's a new season of Married at First Sight Australia. I think it started last week, and I'm really looking forward to that, so I might start watching that today as well. So that's what I'm planning for today. Incoming NHS stroke state of the world, state of the country rant. Oh, I have 2 prescription medicines, HRT and blood pressure pills. I've had these same 2 prescriptions for 2 years, I think. I pay for my prescriptions. I don't get free prescriptions. When I need a repeat prescription, I just go online to the doctor's surgery website and I tick the boxes and get a repeat prescription. I coordinate the two of them, so I always need the repeat prescription at the same time. In my head, I think that's saving the doctor's surgery work, doing two separate things for two separate prescriptions every time. And that has worked perfectly for the last year. Now, about a year ago, maybe April last year, I think it was, the government brought in a thing whereby you didn't have to pay for you had the option with HRT of making an online payment once a year for £20. I think it was £20, maybe £25, and that would cover all your HRT for the year, presumably to make HRT more accessible to menopausal women. I'll tell you what, I need my blood pressure pill this morning. This has worked fine for the last year. I bought the certificate online. I showed it to the lady in Boots where I pick up my prescription. They tapped all that into their computers. They've got a record that I've done the yearly payment thing. And I always have the two items on the same prescription. I pick them up and I just pay for the blood pressure pills because they know I've already paid the annual fee for the HRT. This morning, I go in, I pick up my prescription. Lady says, do you pay for your prescriptions? I say, yes, but I've got the annual certificate for the HRT, so I only pay for the blood pressure. And she went, well, they're both on the same prescription. I said, yes, they always are. That's how I get them. For the last year, that's how it's worked. And I just pay for the one prescription because you've got a note that I've paid the annual payment for the HRT. Oh, no, we can't do that. You have to have them on two separate prescriptions. You'll have to go back to the doctor's surgery and get them to do the scripts separately. I said, look, I'm not being funny, but we've done it like this for the last year. You know, 5 times in a row, I think, I've come in, they've been on the same prescription. I've paid for the blood pressure pills and I've prepaid for the HRT, and you've got a record of that, and it's all been fine. She said, oh, well, I'll check with the pharmacy manager. So she went and checked with the pharmacy manager, and he came back and he said, yes, this is absolutely right. You can't have this on the same prescription. You'll have to go back to your doctor's surgery and get them to prescribe it separately. I said, but you've been doing it for the last year. What has changed? Oh, we must have been doing it wrong then. And I said, do you know what? I said, I'm not going to go back to the doctor's surgery and get them to write separate prescriptions. I said, I'll just pay for it. I will just pay again in order to get my HRT that I have already paid for, because you've changed your minds about how you're going to prescribe. I mean, so that's what I did. I had to pay again for my HRT to get it, rather than by the time I'd driven back to the doctor's surgery, asked them to prescribe it on 2 separate prescriptions, gone back to the doctor's surgery to collect the prescriptions. Actually, they send them direct to Boots, but, you know, and then gone back to Boots again in another week's time, because that's how long it takes them to prescribe things these days. Just absolutely, I don't understand. I mean, surely if they... I'm aware I'm ranting here. I am aware I'm ranting, but it's just no explanation. No, oh, I'm sorry. Yes, you're right. We have been doing it like that, but we realised we made a mistake, so we'll do it this one time. But can you make sure that in future you get 2 separate scripts? No problem at all. But all the onus, you know, I now paid twice. So the government can waste more of my money running the NHS in such an appalling fashion. Oh my God, that is, you know, I'm not getting at anybody who works in the NHS or in a pharmacy, but bloody hell, nobody takes responsibility for their mistakes, do they, these days? It's just shit. And with that, glad I've got that off my chest. I am going. Clearly I'm going to have an increase in blood pressure medication, I should think, after this. Right, I'm going to Tesco's to get my shopping. Right, I'm back from shopping, and some of yesterday's shopping has finally made its way up the stairs as well. Just thought I'd show you, very boring really, but a couple of bits that I bought when I was in B&M with Mum yesterday. If Carla's watching, she'd be very happy to know I bought new scissors. If you watched last week's vlog, you'll know what I'm talking about there. Actually, I can't remember if it was in my vlog or Carla's vlog. Anyway, whichever. I have much needed new kitchen scissors. And also, this was £3 for this huge Vimto squash. It's absolutely been massive. I don't know how many litres, 3 litres. That's a really good price. I think I paid £2 for this size. Normally that's not Vimto, but that's the size, but 1.5 litres. No, that's a litre, so it's 3 times the size of that. So I'm pleased with that. And I also got this, I haven't seen this flavour before, of the Skinny Dream Bars, Cherry Bakewell. They look delicious. I'm very partial to anything cherry or cherry Bakewell, despite the fact I don't like marzipan, which is kind of odd, isn't it? I feel like cherry Bakewells have the flavour of marzipan, although they don't actually have marzipan in. But it's marzipan itself that I don't like. It's something about the texture, I think. Now, one of my jobs this morning that I want to do is rearranging my cupboard under the sink, the cupboard of doom, as it is known. And this is what it looks like. It's not too bad, actually. That side isn't as bad as this side. It's always a mess under there. And I have got this organiser that effectively doubles the space under there, because it's got a little bottom drawer that you can pull out, and then you've got a further shelf on the top to put stuff in. This came from Shein Homeware. I'm going to be showing you quite a few bits I've got from Shein Homeware during the course of this video. They did gift me all of these bits. I chose them myself, but they sent them to me free of charge. I will link all the bits that I show you through the course of this video in the description box below, and I also have a discount code if you want to order anything from across the homeware range. That will all be down in the description box. But this is the first item that I've got. I've just put it together. It's super simple to put together. Very good value for money as well. Price is really good. So I'm going to rearrange my cupboard and show you what it looks like when I've done it. Hoping to be more organised down there. Oh, I'm pleased with that. That feels way more manageable. I put the stuff that I don't use quite so much on the bottom shelf, and then the more regular stuff on the top shelf. I love the way this pulls out, so you don't have to... I'm not showing you that very well, I need 2 hands to do it really, because the whole unit will come out, but the little drawer thing coming out makes it so much easier to get what you need. Yeah, excellent that, I'm pleased with it. I feel like the cupboard looks a lot better now. We're in my dressing room, because I don't want to talk too much in the bedroom because the builders are right through the wall. Which is a new spot. I don't think we film in this exact position very often, because hideous light, no daylight, and yeah, weird mirror stuff going on. Couple of things. Having had my rant this morning about boots and prescriptions, I think I ought to do a opposite customer service experience. I have been having a lot of dealings with BT, who have now rebranded as EE for home broadband and phones. Recently, due to our problematic install of full fibre. They are so good on the phone. Their customer service, honestly, I can't tell you. You get through to somebody in the UK who is really interested in helping you. They're knowledgeable, they're helpful, they're efficient. You don't have to wait for ages on the phone. I've actually said to a couple of them how nice it has been at dealing with BT as a company recently, and I think they've really upped their game, because I remember several years ago it just being frightful to deal with them. But yeah, really impressed so far. And they have just told me as well that we are entitled to £5.25 compensation per day from the date that our full fibre install was due to go live, which was, I don't know, like the beginning of February, something like that. And I've just gobsmacked, absolutely gobsmacked. That's good, isn't it? I mean, it's not necessarily their fault really, because it's a bit of a problematic install. However, I do feel like that sort of paid us. Ashley and I spent a lot of time threading cables through inside the house to facilitate the install, which I guess is technically BT's job. But yeah, I feel like that's sort of made up for us doing all of that, so that's nice. Another thing I was just going to tell you while I was using it is this crease release spray. Has anybody used this Lenore crease release? Bloody useless. Smells nice, makes things smell nice, but does it get rid of creases? In my experience, no, absolutely not. I've got some clothes that have come through for a try-on video that are a bit creased, and I thought rather than steaming them I'd try this. But yeah, hopeless, absolutely hopeless, do not recommend. Third thing is I wanted to show you another Shein Homeware item. I think I mentioned last night that it was clean bedding day today. Now, I've never dipped my toe into the waters of Shein bedding for two reasons. One, I thought it wouldn't be particularly nice quality, and I quite like nice quality bedding. And two, I thought because I've got a Super King bed, it's quite often difficult to get. Not all ranges go up to Super King. Imagine my delight to find not only is it good value for money, but it does go up to UK Super King in a lot of their designs. Come and look at it. I've just put it on the bed for the first time. I love plain white bedding. I'm a big fan, as you know, of plain white, but I love a bit of texture as well. And I saw this and I just thought, oh, that looks lovely. And it is so super soft. I was also worried that it might have that sort of sometimes things that come in plastic bags have funky smells, don't they, when you first open them? Absolutely none of that at all. I was fully prepared that I might have to wash it first, but I haven't had done so. It smells absolutely fine, and I just love the design. It's got pillowcases as well, look. And it was for Super King bedding, which is often quite expensive. It was really reasonable, so obviously I will link that below if you're interested in going to have a look. But yeah, very, very pleased with that. So this is tonight's dinner. It's quite an interesting way of cooking, actually. I've not done it like this before. It's a recipe I got off the BBC Good Food website because I wanted to find something to do with some really nice looking andouja that we bought. So you've got your pasta and all your sauce ingredients in here. Fennel, olives, bit of red wine vinegar, some chopped tomatoes, the andouja, and a couple of other things, can't remember what now. But you put it all in to one pan and you add boiling water from the kettle and just cook it all up together. Then at the end you add shredded basil and pecorino cheese. Easy! In terms of you just bung everything in the one pan and then it all cooks together and makes its own sauce. But I'll show you how it turns out anyway. Good morning, it's Wednesday. I think you're at a slightly weird angle, but sometimes it sorts itself out before I get to edit it and straightens it for me. Clever camera. It's Wednesday. I know I said that I was going to show you last night's dinner, and when I served it up, I couldn't find my camera, so I didn't. But it turned out pretty good, actually. I actually really liked it and had second helpings. I thought it was not the best thing I'd ever cooked, but the flavours were really good. I'm going to link the recipe down below for anybody who's interested in that, because it was yeah, it was a really easy way to cook. Just literally bung everything in the pan. I did have to stand over it and sort of stir it, a little bit like a risotto, I guess, as it cooked. But I just stood there with my book and read and sort of stirred it every so often and made sure there was enough water in it. But yeah, interesting way to cook a pasta and sauce dish. Bit different. But I just wanted to mention to you this perfume. It's my perfume subscription, which I have just finished this one. I've loved it. It's such a nice, it's I think you pronounce that Elie. Elie Saab is the brand, and it's called Le Parfum Lumiere. I don't know if that will focus, maybe. Yeah, it's really nice. I would say perfect for spring, summer. It's very floral, so you'd have to like floral scents. I would say it's very heavy on the orange blossom, which I really like orange blossom scents. But it's got some other florals mixed in with it, and it's just a really nice, it's got not a bad last on it, not the best ever, but not bad at all. Certainly it would last for an evening if you put it on and went out for the evening. Not complicated, simple fragrance. I'll link it below again in the description box if anybody's interested. Right, plans for Wednesday. Builders haven't arrived yet, waiting for them to arrive. Also, my cleaning lady comes on a Wednesday morning. I'm going out to Marks & Spencer's to take back the 2 pairs of trousers from the video that you won't have seen yet. I think that video is coming up on Friday, the week you're seeing this, so you'll see this on the Wednesday. I think that one's on the Friday. I tried on 3 pairs of wide leg trousers from Marks & Spencer's and found a winner, so I'm happy with that. So I'm going back to take the other 2 pairs back. And then nothing really planned for the rest of the day. I want to get some spring decor going. I want to get some of my spring decor bits out and do some decorating around the house. And then this evening we're going out for drinks with friends after work. Well, after Ashley finishes work, because I am not really working this week, as you know. In Marks and Spencer's, they seem to have quite a big sale on in the middle of the store. I'm just looking at the new stuff, and like I said before, it's very, very muted colours everywhere that I'm looking. I do like this dress. This is like a jersey dress. Just a loose fit dress. Oh, I like that. Oh, green gingham. I love this fresh green colour. Oh, hang on, there's a dress there. Oh, I like this tiered dress with a half sleeve. That's nice, isn't it? I feel like we should do a Marks and Spencer dress try on. What do you reckon? That's like seersucker. Oh, it takes me back to the 70s, that. Green, this sort of fresh green, that's nice as well. Bit of a ditzy print going on there. And I like this blue. That's a wrap style. I think we should do a Marks and Spencer dress try on, you know. There's quite a lot of the greeny colour everywhere I look. That's obviously a colour for this time of year. I've just got out all my spring decor bits and pieces. First thing I'm going to do, oh come on light, is replace these two sort of leopard printy, I love these, candle holders with these mini tulip things. I think these came from John Lewis a long time ago, which just makes that little table look a little bit more spring-like. Then on the fireplace, I'm going to take away, I need to get rid of those flowers actually. They are on the end now. I'm going to take this one off, and also these two rustic wintry candle holders. They can come off from each end. I've already got my spring candles out. There's one there. I got some bits from Shein Homeware. You know, I was showing you yesterday my new bedding. Very comfy to sleep under, by the way. Very pleased with that. I got some little spring bits and pieces, just tiny things. The first one was this. They're literally a couple of pounds each, these. These are actually knitted flowers. How pretty is that? In a little pot with a pink bow. I think I'm going to use this one actually as part of a hostess gift for a friend of mine. We're going to Easter Sunday lunch with friends, and I'm going to use that as part of a hostess gift for her, because I think it's just the type of thing she'll absolutely love. As I said yesterday, I'll link all the bits from Shein Homeware with the code in the description box. I also got these for some sort of fake faux flower arrangement. There's 5 stems, and they are sort of Easter egg shaped things with little balls as well, and all pastel colours, lovely and bright. So I'm going to sort of style those up in some sort of flower arrangement type thing in a minute. And I also got this. It's just a single stem that goes into lots of stems of faux flowers, and the reason I got this one, do you remember I made this flower arrangement, I'm just turning you around, for my table centrepiece with the big roses and hydrangeas. I just wanted to have some of these. I'm going to cut them off individually just to plonk into sort of the middles, because there's a few gaps there, and I felt like a mixture of sizes of flowers would work quite well. So I'm going to maybe take out 1 or 2 of the big ones and replace them with the littler ones, or just mess about with it and see what the best arrangement will be for that. I'm really pleased with how this one turned out. I thought it was going to need some greenery, but from the garden, you know, just a couple of sprigs to mix up with it. But I feel like it's got quite enough in there. These are eggs, pastel sort of eggs that I got, I think, from the range last year. 3 bags of those. So I've just filled it up with those. And then my Shein sprigs. I'm so happy with the colour, the lovely pastel colours. It just feels so nice and spring-like. Yeah, really chuffed with how that one is looking. I've also made this, so I had all of this stuff already. This was just stuff I had left over from last year. Got my little spring sign from Etsy, and this wicker basket I changed for the different seasons. Some fake moss that came from Oh, and Hobbycraft, I think. Hang on, that's the builders needing something. Okay, this is just a little open shelf area. That's the stairs to upstairs, and little open shelf area here. I've put my Easter tree just there with a pretty candle next to it. Sweet almond and macaroon, that one is. I haven't done a crocus update for a while. Here is my crocus. No sign of any flowers yet, and this one I think has sort of given up growing, or is growing very slowly at least. But yeah, they're certainly getting taller. The fireplace is looking very bare now. I haven't found anything that I want to put on the fireplace. Sort of wondering whether to get a couple of nice spring wreaths and put them down flat and have big pillar candles inside them. Can't decide whether I think that's a good idea or a bit naff. But I'm very pleased with the bits that I have done, so that's good. Right, I need to go and tidy away my spring decor, and then I'm going to sit down and watch the second episode of Married at First Sight Australia. Despite what it might look like, last week I said I was going to relax more this week, and I definitely have done. I spent almost all of yesterday afternoon sitting down and relaxing, watching TV and reading, and I've done quite a lot of that this afternoon, interspersed with spring decor and answering the door to the damn builders, because they seem to keep shutting doors and needing to go in and out of them again. But we're getting there. The underfloor heating is going in today in the bathroom, so yeah, yay for that, and the floor tomorrow. Welcome to my bathroom. Not my normal bathroom, my other bathroom that I'm using while mine's been renovated, more of which in a minute. I wanted to show you, I've actually shown you this before when I first got it and talked about it since. I've had it for around a year, I would say, and it is this little unit. I cannot tell you how much I love it. It's my skincare unit, and it's just a rounded box with this section here where I keep all my skincare bottles and tubs, and then it's got two drawers. I've got my little face, what do you call them, magic eraser things for your face, there, and cotton wool in the bottom, and I just love it. It's white and it's got little gold, it's all plastic, and it also comes with a carrying handle, although I wouldn't want to carry it around too much, I don't think. But I just find it such a useful thing. I really, really love it. I saw it on Shein when I was doing my homeware order this month. I originally got mine from Temu actually rather than Shein, but I thought, do you know what, I'm going to order one of those and do a giveaway of it because I love it so much and I want you to share the joy as well. So I can only do it within the UK, I'm afraid, because it's a bulky old item to post, but I have a brand new one of these with one of your names on it, so if you would like to enter to win it, you need to be subscribed to my channel, and please leave a comment indicating that you would like to win it, and I'll pick a winner in a couple of weeks. Right, talking loosely, as we were, of bathrooms, I was going to do my bathroom renovation as a standalone video, but I've decided not to. I'm going to include it in these weekly vlogs. Hopefully not for too much longer, because hopefully it should be done. But I did film it, a segment on it before it started, so I'm going to include that from way back when, a few weeks ago, right now. So here is my ensuite bathroom, the before. It is an homage to the 80s. Look at that polystyrene tiling and that gold mesh ceiling. And we have, so the doors there. We go, big cupboard here, big, and then we've got the bath. We've had no bath panel for the last 9 years, so I'm very much looking forward to getting that sorted. Mirrors, more gold ceiling, and then the shower cubicle here. And we've had to take the tiles off the bottom of that for leaking problems several times and mastic them back in, so that's all looking a bit tired. Then a big floor to ceiling window. This is where the builders are going to access from. They're going to knock that out and access from the back, from outside, so they're not traipsing through the house all the time, which is brilliant that they can do that. Then we have the sink area with the little cupboards under the sinks and the gold hardware, the heated towel rails, another window, toilet and bidet. bidet never been used. In fact, the bidet's out of commission because they had to rerun some pipes for something that broke. We've been holding the plumbing together in this for 10 years, and it'll be nice to get it all properly working again. So that is the before of our bathroom. And here we are now. We are 3 weeks in tomorrow. There has been a couple of days off in between. Just being careful where I put my feet. As you can see, everything has been stripped out and the walls and ceiling have been relined with this very heavy, I can't remember what it's called, concrete-y board stuff. They've put the insulation in on the floor. That went in yesterday. All the first fix plumbing and electrics have been done. And today we have underfloor heating. This here is going to be where the tank is and all the electrics, with a sink unit, double sink in front of it. We've got the loo pretty much in the same place as it was before. Hang on, let me shuffle a little. With this here is going to be big walk-in shower, and then the bath will go over there with some storage cabinets on sort of poles that twist around either side of that. So yeah, not looking particular. I'm hoping it will come together quite quickly once it gets going. Now we've got the underfloor heating pipes in. The floor's being screeded tomorrow, I believe. And then from next week it will start looking a little bit more like a bathroom and a little bit less like a building site. Fingers crossed. Good morning, it's Thursday. Please excuse my unmade up face. It's not deliberately a no makeup day, but it is going to be one. The reason being, slept badly last night after going out. We had a nice evening out. I say evening out, we went out for an hour or so, perhaps an hour and a half in fact. Had a couple of drinks and then went for something to eat very briefly. And I find that when I drink wine, it interferes with my sleep. And I didn't sleep particularly well, and then I slept in a little bit this morning. By the time I was up and about, the builders had arrived, and today they are screeding the floor, so they need to have the barrier between the bathroom and the bedroom open for almost the whole day, and that was down before I had a chance to put any makeup on. And I didn't really fancy sitting in my bedroom putting on my makeup with the builders 3 feet away the other side of the room, so I thought it wouldn't do me any harm to have a no makeup day. Hence, this is what I look like. We left the car in town last night and got a taxi home, and I had to therefore drop Ashley off at work, so I've just done that. It's now 11 minutes past 9 and I've come to home base because I want to look at indoor plants, because I've decided that I would like 2 plants either side of my fireplace on the bottom. You know, I was looking at my fireplace and say it was a bit bare yesterday. I think a bit of greenery will brighten it up, so I'm off to home base to have a quick look at what they've got. This is what I had in my head. Peace lilies are quite fancied. But these ones are really small. I wanted something a little bit bigger than that, ideally. What have they got? Don't think I want anything cactusy, and those are too small anyway. We definitely need something from this section, I think, which is a bit bigger, but I don't want too big. So, oh, what about these? I don't know what that is, but that's quite nice, isn't it? Maybe wanted something a bit more dense than that. This one maybe. Oh, I quite like this. Annoyingly, they've only got one of this one. Yeah, you see, that would work, but oh, why have they only got one of the one I like? That's annoying. Okay, I've chosen 3. I think I'm going to have 3 on one side of the fireplace and then just see how it looks. I think some of the other side might be too much. Yeah, that's my plan initially. I bought pots as well. I'll show you properly when we get home. Right, I'm home and I'm quite pleased with this little corner now. I feel like the grouping of the 3 plants together looks quite good there. This needs to go back into storage. That's an autumn-winter thing. Yeah, I've put all the bottles with the light. They've got string lights in all these bottles and they light up. put them on in the evening, a big candle. And I've got that candle. Actually, let's just get another one out of here so we can have two sort of pillar type candles there. Yeah, I feel like this is an improvement. I'm liking the splash of greenery. Let's hope I can keep the buggers alive because I'm not very good with plants. Does anybody else feel like time just disappears? I really do. I wonder where time goes. It's nearly 12:30 and I feel like I really haven't achieved that much this morning. Wanted to show you a couple of kitchen type picks from Shein Homeware, another couple of new things I've got. And this is one of my favourites. Look at this gorgeousness. This is almost identical to one I saw in M&S last year. Considerably less cost. Also, the M&S one was melamine, and this is actual china, which is nice. I prefer a china one. Just isn't that? I love it. I'm starting to think about summer outdoors and sitting out on the balcony and having all my summer furniture out and making my balcony look nice. Sorry, I'm looking at a pigeon in my bird bath, fluffing himself up and having a good old wash in there. Perfect little dish for snacks, or I don't know, just anything really. But you could even put a little candle on it in the middle of the table. But yeah, I just really liked it, and the texture of it as well is so nice. Don't know if that's picking up on camera, but yeah, very happy with that one. And then I got this, which I think is actually sold. It says tea and pot on the box, but I don't want it as a teapot. I don't drink tea out of a pot. I'm going to use it. It's a glass jug with a wooden lid and a wide spout, and it's got a little thing for, I think it's for making tea out of leaves, because it's got the little wire thing for keeping the leaves in and pouring the tea out. Filter, tea strainer thing, that's what I'm trying to say. I'm going to use this for cold drinks, full of ice and nice cold drinks in the summer on the table. I think that's going to be just a lovely addition to my alfresco dining. So yeah, I was very pleased with this. It's a nice size as well. I didn't want a huge, I've got a couple of jugs that are really big ones, but I like the fact that this was slightly smaller when there's just the two of us, or you know, you don't need a huge amount. And I really like the fact it's got a lid as well, so you're not going to get little flies and things in it. So right, I guess it's time to make the builders some more tea. That seems like a full-time job in itself, you know. It's about 5:30, and do you know what? I was so tired after I'd had lunch, about 2:15. I went and got into bed. Not my own bed, the spare bed, because the builders were still, the thing was still open, they were still doing the floor. And I slept until 3:45, and I feel like I really needed it. I just felt exhausted by life. I mean, I didn't sleep well last night either, so that probably didn't help. But yes, it was a bit of a lengthy nap, but why not? Why not indeed? If my face looks shiny, it's because I've just done one of those sheet mask things. It was an Audi Lacura one, and it's left my face feeling a little bit tacky. Kind of weird, actually. I've just got all my stuff out for London tomorrow. We leave at about 11:15, I think our train is. So I'll do a little bit of vlogging in the morning, just to finish off this week's weekly. I was looking forward to that. Just got all my packing out, my clothes for the weekend. I'm having a stir fry for dinner tonight. Ashley's cooking that. And I think probably an early night, despite my lengthy nap this afternoon. Good morning, we've made it to Friday. Excuse my Sainsbury's bag in the background now. I've just picked up parcels from the post office and dropped off. It is about 9:30 and we are getting, well, Ashley's gone to work for his morning meeting. Builders are here, extra plasterers here because they're plastering the ceiling this morning. I'm pretty much packed. I'm just going to have a tidy around the house and probably finish off editing this vlog actually, because I started it last night, so I've just got this last bit to do. Just wanted to show you before I finish off for the week my last couple of purchases from Shein Homeware, and the first one I'm going to show you is inspired by, I was on Pinterest before Christmas. We were entertaining a bit over Christmas, and I was looking at place settings to get some inspiration for making my Christmas entertaining tables that look nice. and a lot of them had gold cutlery, and gold cutlery's got a bit fashionable again in the last few years, hasn't it? And I thought, you know what, I really like that. And when I was browsing through Shein Homeware, I saw that they had a very reasonably priced cutlery set with gold cutlery, so I decided to get it, and this is what it's like. I've taken some pieces out to show you. I was slightly concerned it would feel a bit cheap, but oh, sorry, I'm dribbling as I'm talking to you. God, what's wrong with me? I'm slightly concerned it would feel a bit cheap, but it actually doesn't at all. It's fairly plain, which I wanted. I didn't want anything that was too highly patterned. I just wanted the gold, fairly plain. And it comes in a box like this. That's the box, and it magnetises closed, which is quite nice. I quite like this because you can put it all in its little sections and keep it in that. So obviously I'm not going to be using this on an everyday basis, but I think it's lovely for entertaining. And the other thing I got is a rack. Now it doesn't look much. What I'm going to do is put a picture in here so you can see the picture on the website. Now this is, when I got this, it comes flat pack. Ashley put it together for me last night. It took less than 5 minutes. It would probably take me about 5 hours, but it took him less than 5 minutes. And the idea for this, I feel like it's made to look bigger in the photograph, but in actual fact, I quite like this height. I'm going to have it outside on the balcony in the summer with plants on it. Probably fake plants. Not entirely sure yet, but I thought that would just make my balcony area look lovely with a bit of greenery, and I quite like the height actually. I was imagining it was almost as tall as me from the photo. I think the photo is a bit misleading, but I actually really liked it, and I think it was only about £16, £17, something like that, which I thought was really reasonable, so I'm looking forward to styling that up out on the balcony for the summer. Let's hope we get some good weather this summer. I seem to be counting on it, don't I? So both of those I'll link below with the discount code and all the other things I've shown throughout the week. Right, I am excited to be off to London. We haven't got loads planned over the weekend. It's just to sort of take it as we find it. Might go to the Imperial War Museum. Ashley quite fancies that. I can't say that I'm over keen, but you never know, I might enjoy it. It looks like it's in a lovely building. Right, that's it for this week. I will see you again next week. Hope everybody's having a great week, and speak to you soon. Bye bye.